Here we have a Singer Sonata, and this machine has very interesting patterns that you can choose from. Along the top row of the selector you have these lovely, very clear alphanumeric keyboard letters to choose from, with a little heart and a dash at the end, and then beneath it there's more cursive script, and you've got a choice of there's numbers, and then you go into your more cursive letters, as you can see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc., all the way along there on the Sonata. Let's go all the way to the end there, and you've got an exclamation mark, and it looks like some little double arrows there, and then you've got your exquisite pattern stitches. Let's start from the left, and obviously you've got your standard stuff, these zigzags, and then your more intricate patterns coming along. Here we go, look at these beautiful like herringbone type things, and your pattern stitches, your satin sort of stitches, and they are extremely, look, some flowers there, quite extremely intricate, but also very precise, the Sonata. You've also, this particular model I got quite a good discount. It came with the instruction booklet, and in the Getting to Know Your Machine it gives you all the information. It comes with a carrying handle, then you've got a spool holder on top, which is there. Then you've got the pattern display panel, which I've just shown you, the hand wheel at the back here, which is quite easy to turn. This machine's been switched on, as you can see. You've got the main control panel, which is this area here. Then you've got your instant pattern buttons. There's three here to choose from, the instant pattern buttons. Then you've got pattern programming controls, which are these ones here, and basically use these arrows up and down. So that would be 0, 1 if you want to say if you want pattern 11, you use these arrows back to 0 there. That'd be pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And basically underneath each pattern, if you can see there's a number. Okay, well, I need to wear my glasses obviously to see this, but you pick what you want. So for example, you want that one there in the centre, you've got 82, you want little flowers, 84, etc. You can see how intricate these are. They really are a work of art. Next you've got your instant review button. That's number 14. Okay, and looking on the instructions, you can actually see where everything is. Instant review button. Okay, then you've got number 15, which is a needle up and down. That's this button there in the center of my frame of my camera. Okay, then you've got the needle clamp. That's number 16, your needle clamp. Okay, that's this control here for holding your needle. You have to be careful with all these machines. You put the needle in the right way, because there's a right and wrong way of putting needles in. Okay, then you've got your cloth plate, which is your plate here. That's your cloth plate there, actually there, number 17. Number 18, your presser foot. That's a special presser foot that comes with these. It says electronic on them. Okay, oh sorry, no, presser foot is this bit here. Okay, I've got mine set here so it can use patterns. Obviously you need to have that space there for the needle to move around. And then you've got your thread cutter, that's number 20, and that's around the front of the machine is your thread cutter. Okay, that part there. Then you've got a snap-in thread guide, that's number 21, which is again at the top there. That's a snap-in thread guide that obviously comes off when you load your thread up there on the number 2, which is a spool holder. Okay, your bobbin winder, that's there at the top there, and obviously that's engaged by pressing like so. That disengages the wheel from the main mechanism. I'm turning the wheel quite freely. The wheel should turn very freely on these. Okay, then you've got your needle plate itself, number 19. Okay, underneath the machine there is a button as well which lifts up the plate so you can clean it, but that's underneath here. Okay, then you've got thread tension control is number 23. Okay, that's this dial here, which is set on number 2 at the moment in mine, thread tension control. And then you've got your bobbin winder tension, it says, that's number 22. That's there. On the top there's bobbin winder tension. And that's got a screw on it as well, that's for bobbin winding tension. Your presser foot lifter, 24, that's usually on the other side. You'll find that there's a piece of metal there sticking up. Obviously when you engage this, when you engage that, this piece of metal here, this obviously lifts up and down. Okay, they go down and up. Okay, so that's your presser foot lifter. Your fabric feed or feed dogs, that's number 25. Okay, that's those little teeth which are underneath. I don't know if you can see that there's the presser foot, but underneath the presser foot there's a set of teeth. These serrated bits here under here. Okay, and obviously you can control that. Your side plate, which is number 26. That's, well, obviously once this is lifted off, okay, you can lift this off and you can see the bobbin. The bobbins, it's a little bit tangled in there, but that's your bobbin there. I can just disengage there from here. Okay, this little lever here is the presser foot lifter. Okay, either lifting the foot down or lifting it up, as you can see. Okay, and beneath the presser foot there, those teeth there are the feeder dogs there, and you can control whether they feed the fabric in the reverse direction or the forward direction. And here you have where the bobbin goes. This is the bobbin case in here. It's a little bit grubby in there, could do with some compressed air, a bit of cleaning out. I'm just going to clean it out myself a little bit, making sure you don't press the foot pedal, obviously. You don't want to be feeding the mechanism with your fingers around. Okay, and this part with a little arrow on, a little indentation if you like, is a side plate, and in here goes your thread, which is obviously on your bobbin. Once you've wound your bobbin using the back bobbin mechanism at the top of the machine, fits in there, and the machine, you have to obviously thread it up yourself, set your thread tension, and you know, away you go. Two useful controls on sliders. You've got on the right hand side, you've got stitch length. You can control your stitch length, slide along, select which one you want out of these. And on the left, on this little button slider here, you've got stitch width selector. Back of the machine, this dial here is your stitch balance control. So if your stitch is all bunching up too much, your letters aren't coming out correctly, your patterns, you might need to work on that. That's your balance of your stitches. Okay, and then you've got the this is where your foot controller goes into here. It's a special electronic foot controller here. It just says electronic on it. You see that? And then the power switch here. It's a simple 2-prong type plug with a switch here. Okay. According to my instructions here, this machine will even take twin needles and an extra spool pin as well. And also you can buy various other attachments, such as a feed cover. That's for darning and embroidery. Made by Singer in Italy, these machines were made, and they came with needle packs. Other foot that can be purchased with this include a buttonhole presser foot, a zipper foot, a blind stitch presser foot, a button sewing presser foot, a darning and embroidery foot, and obviously you can get spool holders. And the one I'm using is a general purpose presser foot. Okay, number 1 is the needle plate that comes with it, general purpose presser foot, and I find that to be most useful. But you can obviously look up yourselves, if you get one of these machines, generic parts that will do the job of these other parts. Safety notes say don't operate the machine without fabric under the presser foot, as this may damage the feed and the presser foot, so you've always got to really have fabric under the presser foot, and you're not advised to really mess around with the machine as regards making adjustments underneath the sort of needle unless it's off. Really make sure that you read your instructions, so you can change your presser feet on the machine quite well. Okay, so that's enough about that, and then that shows you how to change your needles. Okay, removing the needle plate itself, replacing the needle plate with a different needle plate, attaching feed covers, and attaching other feet such as darning and embroidery feet. So it's a good set of instructions, starting straight away with winding the bobbin on, and then threading your bobbin case. Okay, the thread has got to unwind in an anti-clockwise direction when you put the bobbin into the bobbin case here.